Oh yeah.
How was that? Good?
Taste of childhood. All right, welcome to this week's episode of Luv Subbin. What type of episode do we have this week?
This is going to be a Luv Subbin Local Foods episode, and with a little bit of twist of Americana with it.
Yes, but before we begin, first of all, we want to thank everybody who's been sticking with us through the sabbatical.
Absolutely.
By the time this video drops, we'll have less than 2 weeks from when...
I'm so excited.
Yeah, from when
our service days, yeah.
And we want to thank everybody, by the way, who's also stopped off and taken pictures of the sub as she's sitting in Jackson Center,
yes, that's
Ohio.
Been very comforting to me to know that people are looking out for it.
Yeah, and gets a little company every now and then.
Yeah.
So where are we today?
We are in Troy, New York, almost in our backyard, about 25 miles away from Bennington.
And what is Troy famous for?
Troy is famous for being the home of Uncle Sam.
Back in the War of 1812, they were looking for a supplier of meat to the Army, and the Secretary of the Army, or whatever it was back then, contracted in Troy, New York, Samuel Wilson. Mm-hmm. So all of the meat barrels were actually marked U.S.
Right.
for the United States Army, but they began to call him Uncle Sam as far as the meat supplier, right?
Right, because he was supplying the meat and his name was Sam, and they were just trying to get a friendly name for U.S.
Yeah, so yeah, Uncle Sam here in Troy, New York, and that's kind of, they said, I guess in 1961 the Congress actually made it official that he was to be the kind of the symbol of the country. And you see that statue behind us. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be testing some different meats today here for our local food episode, right?
Yes, this is something we discovered recently. We were looking for a local lunch place, and we discovered that Troy was known for the little miniature hot dogs.
Yes, and so we found one that we'll check out. We found another one,
and we'll do a comparison.
We'll see which one is better. So we're ready for little Troy, New York here?
Yeah, in the snowy weather.
All right, let's hit that first hot dog place.
Yes.
Okay, it's a couple days before we take our train out of Rensselaer to New York City on our way to Jacksonville, Florida.
We had a trip into Albany scheduled, and we wanted to find an interesting place to eat, and we found this.
Yes, this place opened in 1932 as the Quick Lunch, I believe it was called.
Quick Lunch, and something happened in, what, 1958 that turned it into the famous hot dog place?
Corporal Gordon Gundrum, who was serving in the embassy at Moscow, actually totally desired his hot dogs from New York, Troy, and asked that they be sent to Moscow. And so they sent through KLM and through all kinds of diplomatic channels. Corporal Gundrum got his hot dogs from Troy, all the way from this little store right here.
And they called it Operation Hot Dog, right?
Yes, and so they had to change the name from Quick Lunch to Famous Lunch.
Famous Lunch.
And so we're gonna go ahead and hit there. Apparently their claim to fame are 3-inch hot dogs. You can get 4 of them for like $8 with a Coke or something, and fill them up with chili. You know, we've tried a couple of different hot dog places. Yep. Like in Washington, D.C.
But this particular style of hot dog is a regional favorite here in Troy and in the Albany region area.
Yeah, you said that the sausage itself is from a German sausage maker, and the rolls come from where? The
rolls come from a Italian bakery.
Yep.
I think it's called Bella Napoli or something like that.
Yep.
And the chili, of course, is made here.
All right, so it looks like a super local place.
Yep.
We're gonna have a good lunch here.
Yep.
And then the next day or so, back here in Troy, catching the train out of Rensselaer Plaza.
And what's also interesting about this place is that there's 2 other places that are pretty famous for making this style of hot dog as well.
Yep.
There's Gus's across the river in Waterville, and there's also one here in downtown Troy called Charlie's Hot Dogs.
Okay.
So, and that was the oldest one actually.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and do it to it.
Yep.
Okay, so what did we get, Steve?
These are the 3-inch zippy dogs, and they're supposed to be a 3-inch hot dog in a 3-inch bun with chili sauce. And the chili sauce is supposed to be very Greek-style chili sauce with no beans, and it's supposed to be spicy, sort of like Skyline chili in Cincinnati. So we're gonna give it a shot.
Leave the stuff there on the grass next tomorrow.
I got 4.
The hot dog is very crisp. It comes with mustard and onions.
And the chili, like you said. How's that chili compared to like Cincinnati?
It's very minced, but maybe not as spicy.
Okay.
So, very good.
And an RC Cola. I feel like I should have a moon pie with that. And the zippy fries. We'll give it a shot. So I got the 4 hot dogs, which at 3 inches each would mean a foot long. And the record apparently is like 50 in 19 minutes. They have hot dog eating contests here. So I'm not sure if I can do that, but they're delicious, like Cindy said. The mustard, onion, and chili. And then our waitress suggested throwing some ketchup onto the zippy fries. And I would agree with that recommendation. It's delicious.
So the hot dogs here are about as local as it gets because the sauce is made here and it is of Greek origin. The sausages are made locally from a German sausage company, and the rolls come from a local bakery that is Italian. So you have Italian, German, and Greek influence in one little sausage.
It's an actual working phone booth. Never see those things. Okay, before we get into our second location, we'd like to have a quick word from today's video sponsor.
Thanks, Rich. It's chain socks.
Yes, chain socks are a great way to jazz up that otherwise boring piece of safety equipment with this high quality nylon fabric, cool logo, handmade by your Luv Subbin crew here in Vermont.
And your chains should never bottom out. You should always keep them in the X pattern, but if they do happen to hit the road, that'll help prevent sparks and cause those potential fires.
Yeah, we've had them on our rig for over 2 years now, and we love them. So if you'd like to get your very own pair, go ahead and click on the description below. That'll take you to our site for $29.99 for the standard pair, and we also have a pair for the Pro Pride and Hensley hitch, which are longer as well. So go ahead and check that out, and we hope to see you down the road. Dressed up your chains with chain socks. Okay, so what's the next place we're at here?
We are at Hot Dog Charlie's, and this is the restaurant that basically started the whole 3-inch hot dog trend. And it started back in 1922 with this place, and the owners are of Greek descent. And I've been noticing that there's been a lot of Greek influence in these little hot dogs, especially with the chili.
Yep, and it's the same owner that you said since the original, right?
Yeah, the descendants, like the grandkids of the original owners are still operating the place, and it has about 3 locations.
All right, let's go check it out. See, what'd you get?
I got 2 of the mini hot dogs with the works, which is the chili, the onions, and the mustard. And we got the twister fries, and Rich got 4 of the mini hot dogs with the works. And so we're going to try them out and see how they compare.
And I got a chocolate shake too, because Cindy said the shakes here were really good.
And I think the twister fries are supposed to be really good too. So we're going to try those out first. Those are really good. They taste hand cut, and the seasoning is really, really good on them. You can see the seasoning. The fries are good.
All right, how about testing one of the mini hot dogs?
So I'm going to think that the chili is going to be very similar, but we'll see. The chili is very similar.
Okay.
Very minced, light seasonings. The hot dogs are actually very similar as well. So, I mean, the hot dogs are hot dogs. But
yep.
I really can't really distinguish between the chili between the 2 places.
Okay.
So they're both good.
All right. Okay, I haven't done this in a million years, but as a little kid, just to dip your French fries in your milkshake. Comment below if you do that.
How was the milkshake?
Very, very good.
it's a little too thick, you know. Yeah, that's the only problem is.
That's one of your little pet peeves, right?
Yeah.
That's why you don't like Wendy's Frosties.
Yeah, and I think a frap is in Boston are thinner than this, so. But still good. I agree. Yeah, I think the mustard gives it a little bit of a zing.
I think the mustard was maybe just slightly spicier than the other place.
Yep.
And
I think you were calling the chili was good.
Yeah, the chili's good, and I think what stands out about this place is the fries are a little better.
Yep.
Normally, after we try local food, we like to try it out in our RV afterwards.
Yeah, but that ain't possible these days.
But we were able to find some of the products at the Market 32 in Troy. But if you want to try these at home, there are links available so you can order them.
Yep, we'll leave those links in the description below.
All right, so I think we'll end this video here at the
Bella Napoli.
Bella Napoli Bakery, which is the bakery where all those hot dog buns were gotten.
Yes, correct.
So what do you think of the two places?
I thought they were very similar. I thought the atmosphere, its famous lunch, was better.
The atmosphere definitely was better. I mean, but I think the one that we went to with Charlie's Hot Dogs, that's not the original.
It is not the original location, to be fair.
It's being like renovated or
It
something,
is.
right? So,
I thought the hot dogs, of course, were the same because they come from the same place. The rolls were the same.
Yeah,
it was,
from this place.
Yeah, correct. But I think the mustard was maybe a little spicier at Hot Dog Charlie's,
Yep.
and I thought the chili was very similar in recipe.
So we're kind of getting a theme with that chili. So we hope you like our
Local foods.
local food. If you haven't checked out our first ever local food down from Florida.
Yeah, Jacksonville with the Camel Rider sandwich,
Yeah,
which was
check
interesting.
that. You can check out that video. We'll leave a link. But if you like this video,
Give us a big thumbs up because it really helps our channel.
and if you think we've earned a subscription, click the subscribe.
And comment below if you have a local food that you would like to share from your area.
As we come out with RV, Airstream, travel, and the occasional food video just like this one every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.